A former president of one of Donald Trump's companies just appeared on CNN and shared his eyewitness account of Trump and Jeffrey Epstein acting out in a casino in Atlantic City in the wee hours of the morning. And his story not only contradicts Trump's revisionist narrative, it implicates the Donald. I have the breakdown of this bombshell just shared by a bona fide insider coming up next. Most of the Trump-Epstein details we are hearing are rehashed, but they are being spoken louder and by more people. Is that going to be enough to hold Trump and others accountable? I don't know, but I do know that he is feeling the heat, and the best way to turn up the fire is for credible people to step forward with receipts, and that just happened in a big way. I will share the breaking story in just a minute, but first, let's hear from others who are fanning the flames.
President Trump said the Jeffrey Epstein matter is a hoax. His Justice Department said there were more than 1,000 victims. Last summer, Trump said he was open to declassifying all the relevant files. How can all those things be true and it be a hoax?
I think the time has come for the administration to release all of the files regarding Jeffrey Epstein's investigation and prosecution. I just think we ought to get the facts to the American people. I mean, I've always believed in transparency.
And when the president says it's all a hoax, what is he talking about?
Well, Jeffrey Epstein's prosecution began during the Bush administration, continued.
He's blaming it on Democrats.
The Obama years.
It's not a hoax.
I know of no reason why this administration, once the victims' names are protected, should not release all the files on Jeffrey Epstein.
You had the director of the FBI on this show saying there's no if there was, nothing you're looking for is on those tapes. Like, what? Why'd they say there was thousands of hours of tapes of people doing horrible? Why'd they say that?
Right.
Didn't Pam Bondi say that? She said something about that there was like thousands of hours of tapes of people doing horrible crimes.
There is. And didn't the FBI dude say that there was nothing?
Kash Patel said there's nothing you're looking for. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to push back.
Right. No, of course. I understand.
Obviously, he's saying what he has to say.
Right.
Mystery surrounds the Jeffrey Epstein files after Bondi claims tens of thousands of videos. Tens of thousands.
Opposition to Trump is being led by his base, not by liberals, not by the left. Democrats have been very late to this story. It's his own people who are pissed at him. And as you say, look, there's only two options here. One is Trump and his crew lied to these people, made fools of them, brought them to the water's edge, as you say, tried to get votes, and then said, there's nothing there is no file, even though Pam Bondi said it's sitting on my desk in February. Or there's the other scary scenario that Donald Trump, the President of the United States, is implicated, which, of course, Elon Musk, his top donor, has said. He says Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files.
And now for the bombshell report I promised. Jack O'Donnell, the former president of Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, tells a story from the 80s about Trump and Epstein that is so shady it resulted in him reprimanding his former boss.
Front now is Jack O'Donnell, the former president and chief operating officer of the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino. You worked with Trump in an important period, 1987 to 1990. You heard the name Jeffrey Epstein a lot during the time you worked with Trump. Can you tell us about their friendship?
Oh, sure, Aaron. First off, it's laughable that it wasn't a good friendship, if not his best friend during those days. I mean, he frequently came down to Atlantic City, the two of them, to attend special events. I heard reference in several conversations, and in one conversation where I had to specifically talk to him about Epstein and his presence in the casino. So it was, it was, in my mind, it was his best friend, from really the time I was there for 4 years. His name was, not constant, but it came up quite a bit.
And you're saying they would, from what you would call, come down to the casino together. I mean, Trump has called Epstein a terrific guy, a lot of fun to be with. Now, that was a New York Magazine interview all the way back in 2002, predating any of these, any knowledge of Epstein's nefarious actions. More recently, Trump has downplayed his relationship with Epstein.
I was not a fan of his, that I can tell you. I was not a fan of his.
That doesn't really fit with what you're saying.
No, Aaron, it doesn't. And one incident that I think kind of proves their closeness and how much they hung out together. And Donald and Jeffrey had come into the casino in the wee hours of Sunday morning, 1:30 in the morning. Two buddies. They had three women with them. And the commission was waiting for me because they had determined that the women that they brought down were underage to be on the casino. And when I asked them how they knew that, by the way, one of them was the number 3 ranked tennis player in the world. Okay. And this guy happened to be a tennis fan. And he said, Jack, I know she's 19 years old. Okay. So, and to get on a helicopter with a friend and 3 other people and fly down to Atlantic City, I mean, you can connect those dots. They were pretty
at 1:30 in the morning. And just to be clear, the story, when you say underage for the casino, underage for the casino would be 21, right? So not necessarily legally underage girls, right? Not in that case.
No, not in the sense of a minor, so to speak, that's been described with Epstein. They were underage to be in the casino, and they knew for fact that one of them was 19 years old. Nobody carded them, by the way, because either the commission staff or my staff, because they were intimidated to do so. And that's why the commission was actually going to fine me for Donald's discretion. Now, one of the things that they made me do is they made me call him. And I had to, believe it or not, read him the riot act about this action because they gave him a break. Back in those days, and I think even today, the fines are substantial. They can even suspend your license for letting minors in the casino. And I had to call them and say, look, they're giving you a break this time. But if this happens again, the fine is going to be substantial and it's going to be on your head. And oh, by the way, it's not going to look good, you and this guy Epstein coming down here with these young women.
What did he say?
Oh, well, he was shocked that they let him off the hook. And I did tell him in that conversation, I don't think you should be hanging out with this guy, just so you know. And you certainly shouldn't be doing that in Atlantic City.
3 of the biggest scandals in recent years involved Tiger Woods, Bill Cosby, and Harvey Weinstein. They were very different, but they did have one commonality. Each person who came out with a story inspired another person to come out with another story. We witnessed the snowball effect, and those snowballs eventually consumed the celebrities at the center of the scandals. And then there's Trump's bizarre pivot to blame Obama and Biden for manufacturing the Epstein files. Usually he's pretty good at deflection and denial, but this move signals that he's flailing and off his game, or he simply has an indefensible position, and that's the narrative of the day, and it will be something else tomorrow. What is great about this story is it's not partisan noise. There is no shortage of senators and congressmen speaking out, but this is a first-hand account from someone on the inside who felt compelled to testify, at least in the court of public opinion. And the more insiders speak with first-hand accounts, the more this snowball is going to pick up speed, and it will eventually consume the man at the center. I'm Dan. Thank you for watching. Please leave your thoughts and comments below, and let's continue to occupy democracy together.